My name is Dorothy Mitchell, and I am the mother of both David and Maurice Mitchell. They attend Magnolia Elementary and are in the 4th grade. Today, I'm going to talk to you about what it is that I do. I am what they call a surgical first assist. Simply put, I assist the surgeon with procedures during the surgery. What I did first was became a surgical technologist. When I became a surgical technologist, I learned over 300 instruments. It's a lot, but each instrument does a certain thing during the procedure. So it's very important that when you study hard, because the patient's safety is literally in your hands. What you have to do is help the surgeon during procedures, which means you can suction blood so that as the surgeon is working, he can see what he or she needs to see. If the cavity fills with blood, the surgeon can't see, and that's very dangerous for the patient. We must keep the surgeon's field of view clear at all times. Not only do I suction, I also bovine. Basically put, it's a pin that has heat that stops bleeding. Cool, right? I know. But there are many other important things that you need to know when you're in this line of work. First thing that I do when I get to work every day is I put on this outfit, which some doctors call scrubs. You have to dress the part. What I do after I change into my scrubs is I do what's known as a hand scrub. Basically put, a hand scrub is when I use a special brush that has special chemicals that helps to kill germs off of my hands and arms, so that when I go into the OR, also known as the operating room, I'm clean and sterile, and I will not pass germs on to my patient. You take this brush and you clean under your fingernails, between your fingers, the palms of your hands, the tops of your hands, and all the way around your arm. Once you do this, you have to rinse the soap off of your hands and arms in a sterile manner, which means you can no longer touch your hands or touch faucets. In the hospital, there are special foot pedals that are on the floor. You can use your foot, or sometimes they're motion censored, which means once you pass your hand in front of it, the water comes on. Again, when I rinse my hands, I simply put it under the stream of water without touching a faucet or the sink. And you have to rinse from the tips of your fingers down. That way the dirt comes down and not back over your hands and arms, which are the areas you just scrubbed. Once I'm done with this part, I walk into the OR similar to this. I hold my hands out and another sterile person will hand me a towel. With that towel, I gently dry my fingers, my hands, and my arms. And I lean over this way because I did not scrub my body, so I don't want the sterile towel to touch the dirty parts. You might be asking yourself, what does sterile mean? Sterile means very, very clean and does not have any germs. So when I dry my hands and arms, I then stand like this. Someone will then walk toward me and put my gown on. Once they put my gown on, I hold up a hand. They then put on my gloves. Once I do that, I stand this way, because once you're clean, you don't want to drop your hands below your waist. When you do that, you are no longer sterile and you must scrub out and go re-scrub. Once I'm gloved and gowned, someone ties me up and I'm ready to start the procedure with the surgeon. Again, when I'm working with the surgeon, we use all types of instruments. Remember, I used to be what's called a surgical technologist. Simply put, it's a person that knows over 300 surgical instruments. And when the surgeon says he or she needs a certain thing, you must be ready and hand them what they need immediately. A lot of times, the surgeon will continue to look in the working field of the patient and just hold out a hand, so they don't take their eyes off of what they're working on. While they hold out the hand and say hemostat, you must know which instrument to look for and hand to the patient, to the doctor. Once they do that, they hand it back and ask for something else. That's what I used to do. It was during that career I said I would like to be more involved in what the surgeon is doing. Then I went back to school again and became again a surgical first assist. So I hope I've taught you something today that you might have not known. If you like bones, and you like guts, and you like bloods, tendons, and all kind of things within the human body, and you want to know how they work, this will be a great start. Who knows, you might even become a doctor one day.